guys? Miticus here with the third week of Commish Talk. I'm joined by my co-host Panther. How's it going, Panther?
I'm doing all right. Hope all of you guys are.
I think they're doing pretty well. Pretty well. They're pretty entertained by this past week of the APA. Speaking of last week, let's go into a little recap here. If you want to start that off for us.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So first, I'll say they were probably very entertained by last week's Commish Talk. It was a really great episode that no one will ever see again. Miticus's computer failed during the recording, so the entire Commish Talk with Elite Four Dan was destroyed. We will try to get Dan back at some point this season later on, but without any further ado, let's jump into the results from this week. So again, we had all 8 games completed, no forfeits this week. First up, we had the Arizona Diamond Storm. The Arizona Diamond Storm and the New England Piplups. The Piplups were able to 6-0 Carson and drop Carson to 1-2 on the season. Piplup is now 2-1. Dan versus Dylan. Dan was able to pull off, I believe, a 3-0 victory over Dylan and the Bolt Strikers to take his record to 3-0. Dylan sits at 0-3. We have Sarah Bear and Tar Heel, who played. Tar Heel came out with a victory. I think that was 4-0, maybe 3-0 there at the end. Miticus and Chewy. Miticus with the 5-0 victory. Cloud Nimbus and Scotty Dr. Pepper. Cloud, I forget the differential. I think that might have been 5-0 as well. Then we had my match against 4-0. We had my match against Archer and the Tennessee Trevenants. That was a 6-0 victory. We have Banded versus Frostfire, and definitely what was the game of the week, maybe game of the season material so far, with Banded losing a very close one to Frostfire, 1-0, with the Conch Elder living on 1 HP, not even 1%, 1 HP. Then we have Joqq versus Hugo. Joqq ended up losing that one. I forget the differential on that match, but we'll talk about that one a little bit later. As far as the standings go, that was the result. 3-0, 3-0. Okay. So leading the Melee Island division is the Irvin Infernates at 2-1 plus 4, followed by the Tennessee Trevenants at 2-1 plus 2. Montreal Monfernos and the defending champion Hugo's right behind him at 1-2 minus 7. And then the Houston Rocket Tots bringing up the back at 0-3 minus 10. In the Ocala Island division, we have the Bellevue Farfetched at 2-1. They are in second place with a -5 differential. New England Piplups are at 2-1 with a +6 differential. The Charlotte Carbinks are 1-2 with a -1, and the Adelaide Bolt Strikers are 0-3 with a -9. Leading the Ula Ula Island division is myself, 3-0 plus 11, followed by Joqq and the Dunfermline Lanoons at 2-1 plus 4. Right after that, at 2-1 plus 1 is the Nashville Infernates, then Banded Caterpie bringing up the fourth slot at 1-2 and plus 4. And then finally in the Pony Island division, the only other undefeated team in the league, the Addleston and Forest and Elite Four Dan at 3-0 plus 9, followed by the other commissioner here, Miticus and the Boston Beedrills at 2-1 plus 2. He is excited about that one. Then in third place, we have the Joliet Lichen Rocks 1-2 minus 5. And finally, 1-2 minus 6 is the Arizona Diamond Storm.
Which is kind of surprising, Carson being in last place in the division.
That is definitely one of the more surprising records in the league, as well as Hugo being 1-2. I think are the two biggest shocks. Also, both Scotty and Dylan being 0-3 is definitely unexpected. I've seen both of them in other leagues, but they just haven't had the luck so far this season with them. Scotty definitely should be 1-2, but he did get hacked out by that Jirachi week 1, so there is that.
Well, I guess I will take us into the MVP tracker here. So guys, if you don't know, I'm sure you do though, we track the MVPs by trophies. Each tier gets assigned a trophy amount, and if you kill that particular Pokemon in that tier, that Pokemon who kills that Pokemon who kills the other Pokemon gets that amount of trophies. So, leading our league this season, in trophies is right now Victini at number 1. He has 30 trophies, 7 kills. He's averaging 10 trophies per battle. In second, we have Tornadoes T. I'm sorry, the Victini is on the New England Piplups, while Tornadoes T is on the Carolina Caterpies. He's right behind the Victini with 29 trophies, 7 kills, averaging almost 10 trophies per battle. Third, we have Jirachi of the Joliet Lycanrocs, 25 trophies, 6 kills, 8 trophies per battle. Mega Scizor of the Irvine Infernates with 22 trophies, 6 kills, 7 trophies per battle. Minchow of the Nashville Infernates, 21 trophies, 5 kills, a little over 10 trophies per battle. Pretty impressive there by Minchow. Then we have a pretty big surprise here with Melodic, the very, very bulky Melodic, who is on the Charlotte Carbinks with a great 20 trophies, 5 kills, and averaging 10 trophies per battle. So pretty cool there. We have Zapdos in 7th of the Montreal Monfernos, 19 trophies, 5 kills, and 6.33 trophies per battle. Another big surprise in 8th place, we have Toxapex, who is on the Dunferm Lanoons, 18 trophies, 5 kills, and 6 trophies per battle. In 9th place, we have Mandibuzz of the Edelstone and Pharos, 18 trophies, 4 kills, and 18 trophies per battle. So that means he basically is only in one battle, and he did a lot of work that battle. In 10th, we have Cabellian, also of the Edelstone and Pharos, with 17 trophies, 5 kills, averaging 5.67 trophies per battle. So, pretty big surprises there, don't you think, so Panther? With some relatively bulky Pokemon making the top?
Yeah, definitely. Mandibuzz and Melodic being up there, the Toxapex, Zapdos. Definitely. What I'm a little bit disappointed is that no Pokemon, no Tier 4 or no Tier 5 Pokemon is in the top 10. Closest Pokemon, no Pokemon in Tier 5 has more than 10 trophies this season, except for Zebstrika the Beast. So hopefully I can get him up here later in the season. But the league's obviously being dominated by the mostly Tier 1 threats. We have a Mega Pokemon that's up there, and then looks like the back half is just the walls bringing it up. But without any further ado, I think it's time to introduce our special guest this week. You want to do that, Miticus?
Absolutely, guys. This week we have the coach of the Dunferm Lanoons, Coach Joqq. How's it going, Joqq?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Not too much, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited to start this 4th week in the APA.
Yeah, I guess so. Get back on winning ways.
So, Joqq, hopefully you're familiar with how this format works with the interview. We're going to ask you some basic questions, and hopefully you have some pretty decent answers for us. Panther, if you want to start with the first question.
Yeah, so Joqq, we're just going to get to know you a little bit here. So when did you start playing Pokemon? How old were you, and what generation did you start with?
I was, I think, 4, maybe 5. And it was the Generation 3, I think it was Ruby. I think my mum's boyfriend bought me it, and it took me 2 weeks to get out of the truck.
Took you 2 weeks to get off the truck?
2 weeks to get off the truck. I didn't know how to get off the truck.
So that's a pretty bad experience to start off with.
Yeah, I think I had 2 weeks to get off the truck. And then I'm pretty sure the minute I got out
of the truck, I spent 5 hours trying to get out of that truck.
And then after I got out of the truck, I don't think I touched it for about a month.
I mean, that's
an awful game. That's an awful game. I can't do this. But when I went back to it, it kind of became my favorite game for a very long time.
What starter did you pick in that one?
Trico, of course.
I think it was my
gotcha.
As well. Trico's such a cool design.
He does. I picked Torchic and Ruby. I'm pretty sure my first playthrough. So I'm the oddball here. Well, so when did you start playing competitively, Joqq? Was it all the way back then, or did you pick it up later?
I was about maybe May last year. Yeah, I think May 2016 was when I started mucking about on Showdown. Maybe April. No, April I started mucking about on Showdown, and then I think I first draft was like June of last year.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Was that for the
You're on the same
PSH?
boat as us then.
Well, it was the same two sort of leagues at around the same time that basically drafted like a week apart. So I'm not really sure which one you could say was first because like the draft finished at the same point. So week one of each league was in line, but there was PSH and UPFC. UPFC
Gotcha.
lasted
Okay.
UPFC lasted 2 weeks, and I think PSH was maybe like I think 11 weeks, and I went like 4-7.
Pulling up with a solid record that first season.
Something I just want to mention real quick. I just kind of thought of. It's kind of funny. By now, the people listening probably already realize this, but week one we had Dylan, the Australian. Week two, which aren't going to get to hear, we had Dan, the Brit. Week three, we have Joqq, the Scot. I mean, it's the APA, but we go all around the world, don't we? It's kind of funny.
We do. It's international. We should change it to the IPA.
Well, it's the American roots. We just expand.
That is true. That is
We're
true.
just your common American businessman. We like to start in America, but we like to expand across the world.
That's right. So, Joqq, I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. What is your favorite Pokemon?
It's Typhlosion.
That's right.
Design mostly, and I don't know if you ever seen it, but there was I think it was a mini series kind of thing of, I think it might have been after when Gen 2 was maybe about to finish, was a mini series of about 9 episodes of an anime, and Typhlosion was like one of the main Pokemon in it, and it was just such a badass in that cartoon. It just kicked ass so much, and then so when this Pokemon that looked fantastic and it's just kicking ass and like massive fires and setting woods on fire and stuff like that, it just kind of like, that's a badass. That's the sort of Pokemon I want to be my friend.
Nice.
Yeah, that Typhlosion is a pretty cool design. It has really good ability and everything like that. So I think it's really underrated competitively. Eruption really hits hard. So, I think you should try drafting that soon, Joqq.
I've drafted it once and ended a league with it. It was a PMU. It was in a very bad place. People not doing their battles and stuff like that. And
sounds like
basically
90% of leagues out there.
Turn one, I crit an eruption. It had a chance to kill. Like the crit, it had a chance to kill, but I don't think the player noticed. So he just rage quit the battle, forfeit the battle there, left the league, and the leader was the commissioner of the league was like, well, we've had too many dropouts recently. I'm just going to end the league. So yeah, Typhlosion drafted it once and it ended the league. So
I'm guessing it was Daltino that quit.
It indeed was, yes. No, it wasn't Daltino that quit. It was Daltino that ended the league, actually.
Oh, okay.
Daltino never quits. He just doesn't show up anymore.
Well, I don't know. He's quit and came back a couple times.
He always applies for the next season.
He does.
It doesn't turn up when you're doing the applications.
That's right. So, Joqq, what is one thing that the viewers would be surprised to know about you?
I have quite a boring life, but maybe I was 16 years old and I trialled for under-19s American football for Great Britain and got injured mid-trial and never got to play again.
So when you say American football?
Yes.
What position?
Running back.
Very cool.
That is very cool.
Could have played for Great Britain if I never got injured.
That is really cool. That is. You hurt your knee.
Yes, I tore my MCL.
Oh God.
Any
I was in.
You were doing, or?
It was a tackling drill, and because not for Great Britain, but for the team I played for, I was also a backup linebacker. So I was just if there was injuries or whatever, because when I started at 14 years old, I was a linebacker, but I moved over quite quickly. So because there was I was tackling it was one of the coach's sons that was helping, and because he wasn't used to getting tackled, he sort of wimped out the way, and it turned my leg and just ripped my leg because my knee went inside out.
That sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. Definitely wouldn't expected to know that.
It is. If you're ever this way in America, we'll get a game together, Joqq.
Well, I probably wouldn't be safe with my knee because strap it up. We'll go for it.
We just play. We'll just play touch.
Oh, I hate touch. I tried that for a while afterwards. I was not a fan.
How tall are you? Like 5'8", 5'9"?
6 foot.
You're 6 foot. Okay. Right.
Yes.
Nice. So
I bet you're about our.
Yeah, about our height.
That's right.
So moving on, Joqq, in the APA, 16 teams. Which team right now do you think has the most talent on it?
Are we talking like current form or just the pure draft? Like their draft
I'm
is
talking
just
about current form going into week 3. I know we don't know the transactions yet. But,
Well, I think looking at it, you've got Panther because the man never loses.
I'm gonna knock on some wood now.
Dan's looked really good. You know, he's had there's a bit of luck gone his way, but he also has played like a lot better than I've seen Dan play before. Like we've always seen Dan have good games, but
and then there's
this
the
season
Miticus guy, right?
we've seen Dan have good games maybe every second week or so. But this season's like the first time Dan is having a good stream. Like looks really hot. Maybe he can like keep it going.
Yeah.
And also, I think he'll finally got a win under him. So with the draft he's got and the sort of anger he has with his losses, I think whoever faces Tar Heel next is in a pretty dodgy position.
That's me.
Oh well,
I'm gonna be dodging all over the place.
But yeah, so I'd say one of those three, probably Panther, but I'd say those three are the sort of
So on paper,
the ones to
I mean,
watch.
without like the coach being there, just straight on paper, you're thinking
Frost.
You're thinking the Frost on paper. Okay.
Frost on paper, but like in theory, it's got to be Panther because he just doesn't lose, does he?
It's.
I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment.
I would love to jinx him right now, though.
Oh, it would be nice, especially with him running away in my division.
That our division is not running away with anything, Josh. Our division's going to be stupid until the end of the season, man. It's going to be so tight.
Well, like the thing is, you look at it and it's like, Cloud's in the top 8 of the entire league, but he's not in playoffs for our league, and every division has someone who has like a negative differential apart from our division.
Yeah.
That is very true. Yeah, that is. And you know, a 1 more percent for Caterpie would put him at 2-1. So you know that would be a ridiculous division if that were to be the case. But you know, I'm thankful Caterpie lost.
I'm thankful. I told him to his face earlier.
Nice.
So, Joqq, is there anybody in particular that you missed out on in the draft?
This is going to sound really stupid, but I wanted Mega Pinsir, and for some reason I had it in my head that I already took my Mega until someone drafted Mega Pinsir. And then I looked and I was like, oh, I haven't drafted Pinsir yet. So I ended up just having to sort of scrounge around for the next best Mega. And like as someone who dislikes, like, I like Megas in theory, so if it's a Mega that I enjoy using, like I like Megas, but like I'd say I like maybe like 4 Megas, maybe. I don't like very many Megas.
Game Freak needs to give you Mega Typhlosion, don't they?
Mega Typhlosion, Mega Flygon. Mega Typhlosion, even if it was ass, I would draft Mega Typhlosion every time.
I'm sure it would be pretty good, actually.
I think so, maybe like 120 speed.
Yeah.
Give it a wee speed boost. And if you give it a 20 special attack boost, so that's rocking like a 129. And it's like a better version of Keldeo, which is already a good Pokemon, so...
Yeah.
What ability would you want it to have?
Oh, like, I guess, like... Maybe Drought would be good, but like, I guess we've already got Zardwai with Drought, so...
Right.
Oh, I don't know, is there any... That's a hard one, isn't it?
I mean,
not many
you
that...
give it like, what, Flash Fire?
I guess
like solar power?
Yeah, but then again, that's just Houndoom. Maybe like... I don't know, I guess. That is a hard one.
Give it Levitate.
Sheer Force, maybe? Levitate would actually be very good, yeah. Or Water Absorb. Can I have a Water Absorb Typhlosion?
Yeah, they're gonna give it a Mega Evolution. It's gonna be Ghost, fire.
Storm Drain.
And
Storm Drain. Just Storm Drain. Be immune to water and get the special attack boost. Mega Typhlosion with Storm Drain. Perfect. Draft it. Round 1 every time.
Or you could just give it Desolate Land too. I mean,
Yeah, I think we're
why
kind of
it
basically the sun Pokemon, isn't it?
is.
It's not Mega Typhlosion, it's Primal Typhlosion.
That's
Okay.
right.
Get it right, guys.
Perfect.
Oh, gosh.
So, Joqq, let's talk about something that's going to bother you a little bit. Let's talk about your Week 3 match against Hugo in the Montreal Monferno.
That dastardly Canadian. It was a good battle, I guess. You know, Zapdos had its Weetabix for breakfast. You know, back to back T-Bolt paras, and then a little bit. You know, Zapdos won him the game, but Zapdos wouldn't have been alive because I clicked the Blizzard on Zapdos and I got fully parried. You know, so
But
yes,
you
it was.
Toxapex up there at the top, or near the top, so that's kind of impressive.
Maybe I think people should maybe start bringing hazard removal against Skarmpex because Skarmpex can put 3 types of hazards against you.
Yeah. Now here's my question.
I would say that would be wise.
Why?
Pardon?
Or when is Hawlucha going to make its debut?
I don't know. Maybe it's just here for an intimidation factor because I can tell you every single coach will be scared to face me in my Hawlucha.
Yeah. You definitely put a lot
And
of work in with it last season.
Well, maybe people will listen because I did tell everyone before the battle I was going to sweep them with Hawlucha, but
I'm
you didn't listen.
Surprised you haven't brought Lantern yet.
Lantern's a bad Toxapex.
Yeah.
So I have been looking at trading Lantern away. I offered it to Frost for a Lolan Raichu, but he wasn't having it.
Well, maybe we can talk later on about it. I like Lantern. Why not have eight water types on my team? Might as well.
You might as well just do mono water.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just mono water it up.
Lantern's pretty good in the rain team though with that water absorb and the volt absorb.
Yeah, Lantern's just a really good mon in general. Last season, I think it was in the top 10 as far as the trophies go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that concludes the interview portion of Commish Talk. And now to move on to what you've all been waiting for, or at least what I've been waiting for. Pokemon Trivia, Panther versus Joqq. I know Joqq has been talking pretty big when it comes to Pokemon Trivia. I think he thinks he knows it all when it comes to the trivia.
I know my berries. Maybe nothing else, but I know my berries.
Well, unfortunately, no berries in today's questions. But we're gonna
this is rigged. Everyone else gets a berry question. Everyone else will get a berry question.
Well, last week there was no berry question. You would never know
and also,
that for sure, but there wasn't. I can assure you.
What about this whole American big ocean lag thing we've got going on here?
The what?
The ocean. Maybe I'll be lagging. I don't know. It was a problem with Dylan. Maybe we can have the same issue. Get a free head start.
Well, we fixed that. So basically, in our Commish Talks chat, I'm gonna read the question. When I read the question, you're gonna type "got it" in the chat, and whoever types it in first is gonna be the one who gets to answer the question. Now, in the first go around of Pokemon Trivia. Okay, Joqq, you can't do that. You can't be typing. So clear out the chat.
Okay, I've cleared.
Number 1. You cannot be already typing it in, and you can't type it in and copy and paste it either.
Okay, well, I'm quite slow at typing. I don't know.
But anyway.
Good, because I'm pretty quick.
So brilliant.
You type it in, and you say got it, and after I've read the question at that point.
What if it's misspelled?
That's whatever. I'm not going to cut it off. As long as it has 5 characters, we're good.
Okay.
So
no space is needed.
You're only going to have 10 seconds to answer the question because we don't want you just putting got it and then not knowing the answer, and you got like 10 minutes to answer the question. So 10 seconds will be on the clock to answer the question. Are y'all guys ready? Ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So there's only been one episode of Pokemon Trivia. Panther won it against Dylan. So he's 1-0 right now. We did have a Pokemon Trivia last week in which Panther did win against Dan. But
Prove it.
The episode.
No. That counts. It happened. I can't be faulted for your computer messing
the
up.
episode corrupted,
Prove it.
and we'll have to have Dan
Prove it.
on at a later time in the season. So unfortunately, that's not going to count. I'm sorry, Panther.
No, that's terrible.
But we don't have proof of it. Nobody got
no
to
proof.
enjoy it. So this will be the second attempt for you.
I'm so upset. I'm being cheated.
Going to catch your first L of the season.
Oh gosh.
So if you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and jump into this.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Joqq, you ready?
As ready as can be.
Okay. First category, as it was last time, is speed test. I'm going to give you a Pokemon, and you're going to give me the base speed of that said Pokemon. Okay, guys?
All right.
All right. What is the base speed of Meganium?
Ugh.
All right, Joqq, you're in. Let's go.
Oh, I'm between two.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with
3, 2.
80. I said 80.
I did not hear you. You're right.
Oh, it must not come through.
It is.
Yes! Oh, I nearly said 60.
All right. 80 is the correct answer.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it was that fast. I was gonna say 70.
I was going to say 60, but then I was like, starters usually aren't that slow. And I knew it was an even number. That's
Well,
80.
unless you go to the Alola region, and then they're extremely slow.
Yeah, but that's just a stupid region. Everything's slow there. They're fast for the Alola region. Like Rabombi's out there like Usain Bolt.
Yeah, that's true. All right, second question. The category is ability compatibility. I'm going to give you a Pokemon, and you're going to name me all the abilities that this Pokemon can have.
Okay.
What are the abilities that Cleffa can have? All right, Panther got it.
It can have Cute Charm.
Yep.
It can have Magic Guard,
Okay.
and it can have friend. Is it Friend Guard? Friend Guard. It's Friend Guard for doubles.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer. It's Magic Guard, Cute Charm, and Friend Guard.
How do you feel about his answer, Joqq?
It's right. I know it's right. I've used Friend Guard. I've used Friend Guard Clefairy in VGC before.
Yep. Friend Guard turns into Unaware, so...
It does, yeah.
Gonna quiz me on my Clefables.
Yeah, that's cheating. Where's the Lunoon question?
I know.
All right, going on to question 3. We are tied 1-1. Panther is feeling the pressure for once.
I am.
All right, category 3 is item shop. I'm going to give you a competitive item question. Are you guys
I didn't
ready?
sign up for competitive.
I'm sorry?
I didn't sign up for competitive. I'm a shiny hunter.
All right, in what generation was charcoal introduced? All right,
Yes.
I got it.
It was Gen 2.
It was Gen 2.
Yep. I remember getting it out in Azalea Town.
Goddamn hole.
All right, question number 4. The category is show me your moves.
Joqq typed Gotti T.
That's 6 characters. Disqualified. Actually, if you would have one less character, you may have beat him out on that.
Maybe it was possible.
His first one was Got Ot. Oh gosh.
So category 4 is show me your moves. I'm going to give you a move question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Smelling salts is the signature move for what Pokemon? Panther got it again.
Oh, it's too fast.
It's gonna be. I mean, there's. Do I need to name the evolved one or the baby, the pre-evolved form?
The evolution family. It doesn't matter. Either one.
It's Makuhita and Hariyama.
Ah, I hate.
That's correct.
Yes, that's a win.
That's still the deal.
Fat fingers.
Alright. But just for the fun of it, we're going to go to question 5. And that is weigh that Pokemon. What is the lightest fire type in the game?
Ugh. Joq's typing. We'll let Joqq take first
Joqq?
guess.
Go ahead.
I don't actually know, so I think I might just go with my favorite fire Pokemon.
So you're saying Typhlosion?
No, Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil. That is incorrect. Panther, do you have a guess?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess the only fire ghost that came to my mind. I'm gonna say Litwick.
Incorrect.
That's
It's
very
actually
smart.
Torchic.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep, Torchic is the lightest fire type in the game. Do you want to go ahead and get the Pokédex question just for the fun of it as well?
Let's do it.
All right. So nobody got that.
The only one I get to answer, I don't know. It's not fair.
Okay, so this is the Pokédex. I'm going to give you a Pokédex entry. It could be from any generation, and you're going to tell me which Pokemon this entry is describing. A swimmer adept at both the front crawl and the breaststroke easily overtakes the best human swimmers. All right, what is it, Joqq?
I'm gonna go with Poliwrath.
That's right.
Wow.
Yep. Correct.
That's 2 weeks in a row. That's 2 weeks in a row that we've gotten the Pokédex questions.
Yeah, you got Hoppip. Well, it doesn't count, but you got Hoppip last week, so.
Yep. It's crazy.
But Panther does hold on to his streak. 2.5. We'll give him 2.5.
I'll take it.
Wins. All right, guys. We do hope you enjoyed this episode of Commish Talk. Please show us your support by liking the video, commenting below on what you thought, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. On this channel, you're going to find mostly just the Commish Talk. Sometimes we'll have the pick'ems, and we may even have a few power ranking videos come up later on in the season. If Panther doesn't have anything else to say, I think we can sign off.
Now, guys, thank you for joining us, Joqq.
No worries. Thanks for watching, guys.
And Joqq, good luck this week. Hopefully you'll come out with a W after your loss last week.
Hopefully.
And Panther,
Hopefully.
good luck to you as well.
Thank you.
And
Good luck,
You as well.
thanks, guys. I'm going to need it a lot more than you guys. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining and watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.
See ya.
Now let's pray.